posted on Instagram anything you guys wanted to know. So we can answer that. And then we can do a couple of questions between us if we want.
Okay.
After. So we'll start with the beginning of them. So let me see. When it came to do the first collection, what were some challenges you ran into that took you by surprise, even after all that research and prep work?
All of them. I mean, like literally every single thing, like you can imagine, down to, I know for me personally, down to like I had to buy all new equipment to draw the sketches to get them digitized. It was the first time I really actually messed around with Photoshop in my entire life, so that was insane.
The funny thing, sorry.
No, continue, because like it was just,
The funny thing is, when we were first doing the research, you ask the big questions, like the questions that are like impactful and like things that make sense. But you forget to ask the simple, obvious questions that like you think you know, but end up not being true at all. Because I remember we did all of the big research to find the perfect manufacturer. And then when it came to actual sampling, they're like, oh, okay, like we can't open this file. Or like we would try and share it through Google Drive, remember? And they were like, we're in China. We don't have Google. Like we don't have access like to this profile, like to this the way that you do. And it was just like certain things like that where you're like, I completely overlooked it. And it was so obvious that I didn't think about it, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly right. Like it was literally just all the little things, and then the time management of it all too. Like we decided, oh, you know, the samples and the stuff are coming to us. They're gonna be here, I don't know, like July 1st or something, and we're like, let's launch July 4th. Like, and then we were like, oh wait, we still have to shoot it. Had no way of doing that. Like,
and then it's totally different because it's your own product. So if it gets stuck at the border, they're asking for different documents and more information and just things that you didn't think of. So it ends up sitting at the border a little bit longer. And then something else I remember too was when we first sent our tech packs, everything was in inches. And China doesn't use inches, they use centimeters. So then when they converted it, it was off by literally like the smallest amount where I'm like, I can't overlook that because then that changes everything. Yeah. So then you're looking at the grading and the size chart, and then you have 13 sizes to look through the grading and the size chart and compare all of that. So the things that took us by surprise were the little things that we took for granted.
Yeah, I would say that it was literally all the smallest things.
And it all added up,
and like lack of, like we planned, but if it makes sense, we didn't plan. Like it was lack of planning.
It's almost like, you know what they say, like when you're like in college and stuff, of like, you know, you can learn the practical, but it's like the hands or like you can learn theory, but once it's hands on, it's like a whole different thing. So like you can do all of the research, but like the research doesn't give you the nitty gritty in the same way as like actually doing it.
Well, then like you said, life gets messy. Like you don't expect your stuff to get delayed for X amount of whatever, or you know. So it was
Okay, next question. Is there anything that stands out to you, like if I could go back and give past me some advice? It might sound crazy, but watch out for, like the type of thing that you would never have thought of. Like if I could go back, what would I warn you about?
Stick with your initial vision would be my biggest one. Like literally just like you have it right. It's not going to happen instantly, and don't just do it and then change your mind in a week because you're not seeing results. Like business and everything is like a long-term game. It's like investing in the stock market. It's a long-term game, and it's just, I would just say believe in like your initial vision and
stick to it,
and just stick to it, because like it will happen. And it's hard to see because you look on social media, you look everywhere, and it just seems like people are going viral overnight, and it's just not the case. But when you're just starting out and it influences you really hard, and you end up, us both, I know we have, because we've been awake at the same time, just had sleepless nights of just anxiety and all sorts of stuff about it. And it's just, yeah, I would just say, like, ignore it. Just, this is what you want to do, curate it for you. Like, there will be people who love it, they will come, and just stick with it.
I don't know, I would tell my past self, like, be sure of yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I would have told myself, like, work on your self-esteem, because if you're self-conscious or nervous or have like imposter syndrome, or like you love a dress but are scared other people won't love it, the industry professionals will see that and like feed on it.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they will
know.
come in and just push you off track like crazy. And so if I could just tell myself, like past self with past collections, like if you love it, don't let anything sway you. That's what I would tell. Like, work on your confidence, Mackenzie.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did it all start? So that one's a hard one to answer because it's shifted so many times over the years. But when I was a teenager, I wanted to be a fashion writer, and my goal was to go to school for that and all of that. And I interned for fashion when I was like 17, 18, and I got to go to Fashion Week. And I hated it because I didn't fit in. It was like a cool kids club, and it was like really discouraging because I was like, isn't fashion supposed to be for the misfits? And again, I grew up on Alexander McQueen, so I was very skewed in that sense.
Yeah.
And I just decided, like, on my transit ride home, like, I'm opening a boutique where I'm going to carry like all of the coolest stuff, and where other people like me can finally feel like they have a home, like a fashion community. And I was going to call it Black Sheep. And I kind of just chased that dream for years. I tried going to school for business and fashion and all of that, and I just kept dropping out because it was just like frustrating, and they never really got to the point.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And yeah, I just kept dropping out, and I just worked really hard in retail and saved until I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were dating, and you can take it from here where you stepped in.
Well, I stepped in because I dropped out of college, but like, I don't know, 4 times. Like, literally 4 times. And I just acquired all these skills. But even me, like, I knew that I wanted to do something on my own, like my own business. I just never knew what. And I toyed with, going into something with programming or starting my own like video game company. But then you talked about that, and you were just so passionate about it, and like the ideas were crazy. And even then, your closet was wild. Well, it still is. I mean, you have it all upstairs, but it was wild. And it's like, you walked me through like the whole inspiration of it all, and it just sold me. And I was like, I'm on board, like, for sure. And we just after that started going really with it. Like, I remember we were so excited because we went to like a bank and opened a savings account, like, together, like a joint savings account. And we just put like $20 in it or something. And we're like, oh, it's the first.
Yeah. And then when we were getting really into it, we were starting the actual business stuff, and we noticed everyone was named Black Sheep.
Yeah.
Remember?
We tried to sign up.
We would look up for Black Sheep, and I would be like, but there's nothing like Black Sheep about you. Like, you're selling like the most run of the mill stuff.
Yeah. So, and I remember that when we were talking about that name too, and we ended up going, because we were just talking about it, we're like, well, what is a black sheep? Like, it's the one off against the crowd, against the grain. And literally, it was just pages on pages on pages of Google. Even the store that we opened up physically across the street was a Black Sheep restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, so so we were just like in a sea of black sheeps. Like,
what's the opposite?
It's not even like a black sheep anymore, because they're all just like,
it's all black
sheep. They're a literal flock. So we went, Ivory Sheep was the actual. So that's it. It's just a play on words.
Yeah.
And if you Google search it now, you'll literally see the animal and us.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
And to this day, like, that's kind of like what we try and do when we're designing, is like, is this different? Can I find this on the market anywhere else? And then we also ask ourselves, like, can I find this on the market anywhere else in this size range?
And size range, definitely not.
Like, exactly. And if the answer is no, then I'm making it.
Yeah. Like, there are pioneers definitely in that field. Like Selkie for sure. Like, they revolutionized that size niche range and the size range for sure. And then there are a lot of other companies.
So then that's why whenever we
at least go up to 4x and stuff.
Exactly.
But
okay. Favorite part about the design process?
I'll
go first.
Think about that. Yeah, you go
My favorite part is seeing the sample. I say that because I like seeing the vision I had in my head blended with the vision you had in my head and our manufacturer's interpretation of it. Even if it's not perfect, I just love seeing the way that it like came to life in so many different forms. Like, I'm like, okay, I know this is what I had in my head. And then you see it and you're like, no, that's not quite right because this is what I wanted. And then I see what the actual sample is, and it's just really cool to see the way that everyone brought it to life.
Yeah. I mean, I will. Yeah, no, I agree with that. That is really cool. For me, my favorite has to be just drawing it. Like, I lately will just be on a walk or driving or whatever, and I just like concepts just hit me like crazy. I go home and I sketch it. But my favorite part of after sketching it is when I show you, and if you actually love it, you got like that crazy smile, and you're like, oh my god, that's crazy. We can do this and this. That's my favorite part.
Okay, teaser. He just came up with like the coolest collection ever. Coolest. I'm so excited for you guys to see. And he like did it entirely on his own. Like, I didn't even like give references or anything. He just like came home and was like, hey, I'm doing this, this, and this. And I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. It's so cool.
Yeah, drew it out. So
cool.
Maybe next year for that one, because it's pretty intense. But
so these two, I guess, could go together. Do you miss the store, and would you ever open a store again?
Yes and yes.
Yeah.
You hate me for saying all those words, and we can go into the tea either here or another video about it. But yes and yes.
We'll go into the tea in another video. I do miss the store. If I would ever open one again, I'm on the fence. I love the experience aspect, but if it's just us, no, I can't do it.
No, it's hard. I'm so burnt out. I agree with you. It's hard to do it for us, but I definitely want to open another store because it goes back to what I was saying earlier about these dresses and feeling them and trying them on and stuff. Yeah. And they deserve like a spot, you know?
Like Love Shack Fancy just opened a flagship in Soho. And I love what they did with it because it's such an immersive experience where like it's not really based on the product, it's based off of like the story and the brand itself. So when I saw that, I'm like, okay, I kind of would love to do that again, but I am not manning the desk and I am not climbing into change rooms again.
Yeah, no,
there was only one of me and 3 change rooms.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
I know. I agree.
Next, how did you find your manufacturer? So this is one that I get asked a lot. And my answer is they kind of found us, because when you have this size range and these designs, you're going to weed manufacturers and countries out who are willing to make it fast. When we were first looking for a manufacturer, we had like one design that we would send out with our grading chart. And the immediate response would be, can you drop down to like 3 sizes, or how do you feel about athleisure? And after talking to so many manufacturers and going in person, they basically found us. Like, it is a very small handful of manufacturers who have like the certifications we look for, who are willing to do the size range and are willing to do the product.
Yeah, because like
we did trade shows.
Those certifications are hard to find. Like, they are hard to find, and like, but they do exist. And like, you know, there is this, especially these days, there's this whole stigma with like, oh, it's made in China, it's like it's garbage quality. But it's like, though, there are, just like everywhere, you know, there are pros and there are cons, and like the ones that actually have those certifications pay their people a living wage, and like they have like the skill. Like it blows me away. Like they actually have the skill.
They're so good.
It's like it's unparalleled. Like there's I can't say, you know, we got lucky with that.
Yeah.
There is a sea of them that just, you know, for lack of better words, put out slop, and we all know kind of what that is. And it's just not you know, and I know we all see just, you know, stuff like made in China or whatever, and we associate it the same, but it's just not, there is a difference.
Very strict, I guess, like filters when we were finding our manufacturer. So when you have all of those like standards that you put in place when you're shopping for a manufacturer, it actually makes it kind of easier, because I know that was something I was overwhelmed about. And then once we actually got into it and we were doing the trade shows and like the Zoom meetings and like talking to different types of like manufacturers in different countries, you just saw them getting crossed off the list so fast. Like my immediate place, I wanted it made in Canada.
Yeah.
And I spoke to so many people in like Montreal, Vancouver, all of that, and I'd show them their designs, and so many times they just ghosted me.
Yeah.
I'd be like emailing them like, hello.
Well, in America too, same thing.
America,
we wanted made in North America, made in America, like crazy. And
there was a manufacturer I remember so clearly in LA that who was willing to do like, I think the dress and the size range. And then I started asking like the dirty questions of like ethical pay and like all of that stuff. And they were like not about it. And I'm like, okay, there's like something shady there. So I'm just gonna like, no,
it does filter it out. Like we got rid of like 99%. And like, even, you know, we, like I said, there's no other word for it. We're psychotic, because like we never
manic.
And we've also learned from past experiences, like we take nothing at face value.
No.
So like, even if they were like, oh yeah, we have the gold wrap or this or that, like
I'm like, do you really?
We met an actual associate at I think it was Magic or somewhere that were set up shop, and we got like his contact info, and we went to the organization after to be like, is this factory named yada 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 a part of it? And if they verified, it's like, okay. But because a lot of the times they just say, oh yeah, they have it, and then they don't.
Like, I'm a spy. Like I will find
you're
anyone or anything. Like I will find it.
You'll find anything. I've seen you pull things from people and they're like, they took this picture from here and photoshopped it.
Yeah, reverse image is your best friend.
Yeah, it's crazy how you do
stuff
that.
Love it. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. How did you meet? Like, you and I.
Oh, us personally?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, we kind of saw each other in high school, like passing in the halls, obviously. But we actually officially, I guess, talked and met at a party at a friend of ours.
A mutual friend.
And
we were from very different circles. Like I guess I'm from like preppy, academic, girly girl.
Yeah, I was not that.
And he was like,
I skipped all the time.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. Oh my god.
I wouldn't say cool.
Yeah, but you were with like your cool friends, and like my friend group, like we were all about like good grades.
They were okay.
Although weren't the smartest. Like if my teacher was asking me to go get them like a brownie, I would go get them a brownie so I could get an A+.
Yeah, I never got that.
No. So yeah, we met through a mutual friend in high school. So we've now been together for 15 years.
Yeah, just about 15 years. So
yeah. Oh gosh, this one's funny. What do you hate the most about doing this? There is a follow-up to it from the same person, which I love.
What do I hate the most about doing this? Okay, I'll say what I hate the most about it, and it may sound vain, I guess, but the impatientness of it. Like, because I know we have so much planned and we can do so much more, and I want to do like all of it like now, but I'm physically, financially, and like mentally restricted. So it's like I'm very impatient. That's the part I hate about it. Like I wake up knowing like I want to put like the 20 collections I have on reserve into production. I want all that out there. I want us to do, you know, we have plans to do crazy stuff. Like, yeah, maybe open a store again or runway shows and all this stuff. But it's just like, we're just not there yet. And, you know, we know that like, we're going to hold on to this no matter what and just keep going. And eventually we'll get there. But yeah, I'm just impatient. I want it like now, you know?
It's ruined my perception Then we were talking about this yesterday. I can't go to a mall anymore and buy stuff. I can't buy clothes anymore. I hate it.
Yeah, you were pretty
because
upset.
I'm like, why am I buying it if I could make it? Like, why am I spending my hard-earned money like other places when like I could just put like my own sample into production or something, or like my own actual like vision. And so it's like it's really ruined having like shopping as a hobby or like fashion as a hobby, because you're like, no, I want my own.
Well, it's hard when you know the industry and like, you know, you used to just see something cool and be like, oh, I have to have that.
Yeah.
But it's different now when you're like, oh, I can just make that.
I can make something cooler than that. Yeah. Well, like I'd rather instead of buying that, I'd rather like make a sample that's like cooler.
But that's where the customizing comes from, because like a lot of times you never find the perfect piece, but you can be like, oh, I can make this perfect for me. So it's like, yeah, I get that.
Okay, so the follow-up is, what do you love about this the most? I don't know how to answer that. Like, there's like two answers. There's like the customer side of it, of like, I love seeing you guys wear it, and I love the moments where like you guys tag me in a photo or you're wearing it to like a major event. When someone wears it to like a date or a wedding day or like a really cool vacation, I'm just like, I can't believe I'm a part of that moment.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That like, yeah, and I talked to you about this before, and where I like almost like, it's crazy that our garments are a part of people's memories.
Yeah.
Like help create people's memories. Like we created from nothing. Like it was just an idea in our head that we made to life, and somebody got it and like, yeah, wore it as their wedding dress. And it's like they will have pictures of it and show their family and their kids like, this was my wedding day, and like,
yeah,
that was my dress.
I'm gonna cry. Like, that's crazy.
It's weird. Yeah, no,
like I'm actually gonna cry.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Yeah. And then another side I love about it though is like owning the business in itself. I love the challenge. I love how it breaks you down to nothing. Yeah, I say this a lot.
I don't like that part.
I it's a love-hate. Like I love how it just like honestly grinds you down, and you're like, I don't know if I can like do this. Yeah. And then like you wake up the next day and like you actually like push through it, and you're like, oh whoa, I am capable. That's a little bit deeper, but
that's pretty deep.
Yeah. How about you?
That's pretty deep. I think, yeah, for me, it just we kind of touched upon it earlier. It's just something about just putting a vision or a design that's in my head on the paper, and then just like showing you and getting you get really excited about it, and then it just all kind of like, we actually bring it to like physical life. Like that part is like very intoxicating.
Yeah.
That's probably like my favorite, because it's like you're literally creating something, and it's just really cool to do. And I mean, and then I would also bleed my answer and further into your first one, where then like you show me, or I see it on Instagram or whatever, because I'm barely on it, but people wearing it and like being at those crazy events like Bridgerton balls or whatever. And just like
crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool. So
okay, last question, and then I guess we can do a little Q&A between us.
Okay.
What would you tell someone starting a journey like yours? I think we might have already like kind of answered that.
No, we answer what we would tell us.
Yes.
Ourselves. I would also kind of say the same thing as what I would tell myself, which is just like, if you are excited and you have a vision, and you have like, this is what I want to do, and I want to make like a company or business out of it, just stick with it, because it's your vision, and like nobody else will see it but you till it's made. But people love to give their opinion, and they will influence it, and before you know it, you will be so far off course. But if you can honestly stay on course, like you'll get there and you'll do it, and you'll have done it your way. And honestly, like there are so many people who just like always try and like put in their 2 cents and knock you off course, but then like when you actually do achieve something, they'll all be there clapping, being like, oh, I told you, you could have done it the entire time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was my idea.
Yeah, like, oh, you know, like I always knew you'd get there, but the entire time you're like struggling going through it, they're always telling you like, oh, just give it up, or like, oh, maybe tweak this, your idea is kind of weird, don't do that. And it's just like, no, just stick with it, ignore those people, because like they'll come back around when you're actually doing it.
I literally have the same answer. Yeah.
Yeah. Just stick to your guns.
Yeah. Like make sure you love it and you are very clear on it. Cause yeah, you're going to have people who want to influence your path. And then even if like you don't, even if you like you veer a little bit and like maybe take a slight bit of advice, they're going to come back and be like,
you can swerve.
Yeah.
Cause you change too.
Yeah.
And you evolve but it's just like, I would say make it come from you though. Like if you wake up 6 months later and you get a better idea that makes you more excited, go with that, swerve that way. But if you're like, you wanted to do it one way and people are telling you to do it another way and you kind of swerve off that pattern because you're like, oh, maybe they're right, I don't know, kind of thing. Yeah, don't do that.
No. And I feel like maybe like that question could have been answered like two ways of like, I don't know, I guess like emotionally and stuff like that, where like they might mean like literally, like how do I start that journey? But I think it still answers it.
Well, I mean, even starting that journey, like I would just write down, the thing you're trying to do, the process, what you want to do.
And then just do it.
And then that's just the biggest thing. Just do it.
Like, even if it's like imperfect.
Yeah. And just
like you see our 5-year journey, you saw those early pictures. Like that is nowhere who we are today. Like we've changed so much. So just do it.
Even just little things like, I want to start a business and I'm going to call it Ivory Sheep. And like you go onto the government website, register a business name and stuff and actually pay the money to do that. Like that's a
huge step.
Those are the steps, like you just, you have to just do it.
All right. Okay.
Fun.
So that's the end of follower questions.
Okay.
You didn't have a question.
No.
But I have a question.
Okay.
That we can both answer. And I don't know how I'm going to answer it, but what is your favorite piece? You can only pick one. Only pick one.
Oh man, no. Okay, well, give me a second because I have to cycle through like everything in my head.
It's like all in front of you there. If you wanted to do like a quick one.
Actually, yes, that'll be very helpful.
We'll do like a quick flash. Oh, it's a hard one to answer.
That's so damn hard. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard. It's tough. I really have two.
Okay.
Can I do two?
Let's do two. I'll be fair.
Okay. What's yours?
I don't know.
You don't know? I thought you knew.
No.
That's insane.
I think I have one that I adore. Okay. I think my answer is the Josephine, the original black Josephine.
Okay.
I say that just because it's just such a beautiful dress. And like I legitimately want to haunt a cliff in that dress.
A cliff of all things.
But okay, what's yours?
Okay, my two. I think my all-time favorite, actually, I would change the colors around and stuff, but my actual favorite, I think, design and everything is the from the Scoring collection, the lover's gown.
The lover's gown.
That one.
That one's beautiful.
I love the different texture bodice. I love the front corset. I love the layers of like we have the embroidered skirt underneath. Like it's just like the whole thing is just
gorgeous.
It's a gorgeous like crazy piece. And then if I had to pick, it was between that one actually probably is my favorite, but the runner up that I was really tough with that we've done to date so far, because some of these new ones might take the cake, but would be
the Midnight Symphony.
Yep. That one in itself is
magic.
Yeah, it's insane. So
like my runner up to the Josephine was either going to be the Dahlia skirt or the cathedral gown that we have coming out. I don't know if like it's fair to do one that's like unreleased. I don't know when we're releasing this, so it might be released. But this is, I've had a lot of fun. Like every time I put it on, I have a lot of fun in it. And it's one of those dresses that like really took me by surprise with fit.
Really?
Like really took me by surprise. And the fact that like the fabric is not textile, like not a fashion fabric, but like an upholstery fabric almost, gives it like that level of drama that the Josephine gives when I put it on. So yeah.
Wow. I learned something today. Not expect that.
No, that one's wild when you put
at all. So
okay.
Cool.
All right, so that is the end of our first video, and thank you for being here. And if you made it to the end, we love you.